guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Landon and we are here again today for another music reaction theme week. Guys, it's finally here. We are here today to start our Troye Sivan week. So I know that I did a review of Troye Sivan's newest single, Take Yourself Home, on my channel a couple weeks back, and at that moment I was like, okay, this boy got something. This is like the male Lana Del Rey. And if y'all know, I'm Landon Del Rey. Okay? No, just kidding. It's not official, but it's in my head. It is. So my plans are to go ahead and go through Troye Sivan's 2 full-length albums. I know that he has some singles and stuff before that. Maybe we could dive in another point. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through each album, analyze the lyrics in one video, and then in the next video, I will do the music videos. Probably going to split the first album in halfsies. So you're probably getting part 1 today. I just really want to do an in-depth. I just loved his style and I loved how he sounded and I loved the production and I loved his lyrics and I loved his voice. So I was like, let's do this. We need to see what this Troye is all about. So if you haven't heard in my other video, I really haven't heard him much. I've heard like his singles on the radio, like Youth and Bloom and My, definitely heard that one. So I never really got a chance to like dive into his albums though. And I've never seen a music video by him. So I just wanted to give a big shout out to Troye Sivan. Keep doing your thing. We are going to be diving in to your work now though, to see if there's any hidden messages, any hidden meanings, or what you really gotta say. Please remember, while you're here, click the like button down below and also subscribe to the channel for more themed weeks. If you guys like these ideas of going back to old music and going over it, I'd be more than happy to keep doing it. With that being said, we are going to be starting with his first album. Well, I would say first full-length album. And you guys know from the title what it is. So, in 2015, Troye Sivan put out an album called Blue Neighbourhood. On the front, we have a very pastel-y color artwork. I love the colors of it. It is like a light pink, light blues, and his artwork, it looks like it could be in the MoMA. But I think that he was a really good writer as far as in-depth lyrics. At least that's what I've gotten from his other stuff and just hearing about him and how he fits sexual references into a flower blooming. So we're really gonna dive deep into those. So if you're ready, we are going to be doing part 1 of Blue Neighbourhood lyric reaction and analysis. So the first song on the album is called Wild. I love how he has a scheme of all capitalized letters. There is one song that is lowercase. Everything else is fully caps. I think that has to have a significance on that one song that's lowercase. But guys, let's do this. Let's see what this Troye Sivan is really all about. Trying not to fall. Shut up. I am done. I gotta quit. I feel like I'm going to be falling in love with a new musician and I can't do that. I have spread thin. No, I just love it. Came in with some cheers, with some claps. We had the music in the background, production, the already starting off with palpitations. Let's keep going. Up the walls all the way home. 'Cause there's still too long to the weekend, too long till I come in. Okay, so let's go ahead and break down verse 1 and the pre-chorus really quickly. He says in verse 1, trying hard not to fall. On the way home, you were trying to wear me down. Kissing up on fences and up on walls. On the way home, I guess it's all working out now. So it sounds like he's with somebody. Well, you know what? Also, I'm reading here in the annotation, it revolves around a concept of forbidden love and dealing with ensuing passion in a suburban setting. So he is trying to come to terms with himself of, you know, who he is and sexuality is, as well as somebody that's like wearing him down because the love is so forbidden. So I don't know if he's talking about somebody in particular with this song or who he wrote it about, but I like this so far. I think that he has some like music video to this one too, so we'll have to watch that. Let's keep going though. With the pre-chorus, it says, 'cause there's still too long to the weekend, too long till I drown in your hands, too long since I've been a fool. So maybe he's discussing the fact that they can only get together on the weekends because that's their secret time to sneak around. Let's see. Leave this blue neighborhood, never knew love could hurt this good. 'Cause when you look like that, I never ever wanted to be so bad. Oh, you're driving me wild. The production of this with the choir in the background singing, oh wow. I feel like I'm like running through the field of dandelions right now, and Troye Sivan is singing to me from one of the flowers. And my goal is to find that flower, and I can't pluck it because then he gonna die. What I gotta do is water it with my love. I don't know if that's the impression that you guys got or if I'm just reading too much into this, but he just feels like nature is vomiting out of his mouth. And I like that. Too much. I know. I'm sorry, Troy, for watching this.
White noise in my mind won't calm down. Running on the music and night highs.
The hi-hats. Alright, so let's go back. We're gonna read the chorus now in verse 2. In the chorus he says, leave this blue neighborhood. Shout out the title of the album. Never knew loving can hurt this good, and it drives me wild. Cause when you look like that, I never ever wanted to be so bad. It drives me wild. You're driving me wild. So what I'm thinking is like they're having these dreams about leaving this neighborhood so they can run away together, really be free, and their love is so forbidden that when they are together, it just feels like they're wild. They're doing something crazy and adventurous, which I think a lot of people can relate to. Verse 2 says, white noise in my mind won't calm down. You're all I think about, running on the music and night highs. And when the light's out, it's me and you now. So he's like, you are the white noise in my head. It's a static. I can't get you out. It's like that annoying sound that I just keep listening to and listening to over and over again. And now when the lights go down, we get to be together. Loves it. Let's keep listening.
Too long since I've been the fool. It hurt this girl. It drives me wild. Oh, you're driving me wild.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Absolutely.
What is this? Do you ever just get angry because you knew there was music out there that you didn't listen to? Anyway, so it just makes me angry. I never heard this before. That's the bottom line.
Shake, bend and break,
Hey,
but I can't turn away. Leave this blue neighborhood. Never ever wanted to be so bad. It drives me wild.
Alright, before we finish the song out, let's go over the little bridge that he did. He said, you make my heart shake, bend and break, but I can't turn away and it's driving me wild. So he's basically saying no matter what you do, you still find a way to get under my skin to come back to you. And that is what keeps driving me crazy, but it's okay. The love is worth it, apparently. This song sounds fun. I think he's having a good time. I think he's enjoying the wild. You know what I'm saying? Girl. Let's finish the song out. Okay, so that was wild. I think this is one of those singles that was one of the first ones that he really kind of came out with that everybody was like, who is that? And America was like, that's TROYE SIVAN, bitch. Oh, Tumblr was like, that's TROYE SIVAN, bitch. I ain't trying to like stereotype, you know what I mean? But like, that's where I saw Troy a lot. I'm just saying. But I'm mad I never clicked. Okay guys, so that was number 1, Wild. I really liked it. I thought that was an amazing way to start off this discography. That has opened up this capsule and made me want to jump in, close the capsule up, and be in a pill bottle that Troy takes. I'm gonna work on this. Alright guys, so number 2 of the album is called Bite. So they're being wild right now, and it seems like the person Troy's with finally took a bite. Let's go ahead and see though.
Kiss me on the mouth and set me free. I can be the subject of your dreams. A phoenix in the fire.
Come through, acapella queen up in here. He says in verse 1, kiss me in the mouth and set me free. Sing me like a choir. I can be the subject of your dreams, your sickening desire. Don't you want to see a man up close, a phoenix in the fire? So it's saying here the song is about the first time going to a gay club inspired by Stonewall in Sydney and the Court in Perth. Sivan explains that the song is about going to a gay club for the first time and feeling like a piece of meat. He also describes the track as raunchy. Interesting, because it doesn't really sound like that too much because it's so a cappella and so like innocent and sweet. But maybe it's gonna change. I don't know. The chorus is now coming up. Let's see.
Kiss me on the mouth and set me free. But please don't bite.
Bitch! What are these? What is this intensity that is coming into the song? I had no idea that's where the track was going to go, and I love that. The chorus says, so kiss me in the mouth and set me free, but please don't bite. So I understand now that being described as like a piece of meat when you're out in public, you want to be talked to, but you don't want somebody to take advantage of you in that way. I guess that's where it's going. Let's keep going. I need to hear him sing again.
Drape me in your warmth, the rapture in the dark puts me at ease. Can be reborn, but please don't bite.
Okay, the lyrics for verse 2 says, "You can coax the cold right out of me, drape me in your warmth, the rapture in the dark puts me at ease, the blind of the storm, let's go for a walk down Easy Street where you can be reborn." So to me, this is feeling like, let me see what they say, I ain't trying to put no words up in your mouth. The verse suggests that the other guy is bigger and more masculine than Troy, and it's a reoccurring theme in the song, so that's why he's like using me like a piece of meat, I guess. He feels pleasure, he's having a good time, but then the dude's like, "Hey, come on down, join me, we could be reborn." And it's like, oh, it's drawing back to the statement of the Phoenix. And it's kind of like the dude's inviting him basically to the apartment after, I guess, but more so to just take a walk outside where things can happen in dark alleyways. I don't know. You go die, Troy. Don't do it. The gunshots. I told you you're gonna die. Yo, this is like some Lord type shit. This is just so weird and experimental and crazy. And why have I never heard this? And why do they only play the songs on the radio that don't sound like this? Not that they're bad or the singles are bad at all, but this is different. This is so different. This is like, okay, I'm getting it. It's like the Halsey Badlands mixed in with like Lord's first album with like harmonies and shit like that, and all coming together with the Lana Del Rey lyrics where I'm just like, ugh! You know, and all in a male form. We usually get all these crazy weird things from girls, I guess, but it's just crazy to see,
Kiss me on the mouth and set me free. Please don't bite.
Please don't bite. Okay, that was Bite, and I did not think we can get better after Wild, but Bite is, I think, even better for me than Wild. Wild had the crazy chorus. Bite came in with this production. They literally opened up every single sound file, put all the different sounds in there, but for some reason, it sounds amazing. Okay, guys, that was great. One more thing I forgot to say is in the bridge, he says, "I'm pulling on your heart to push my luck, because who's got any time for growing up?" He's like, let's do this now. Troy, don't let him kill you. I watch a lot of true crime stuff that makes me nervous. Stay sexy and don't get murdered. Literally the anthem. Shout out Karen in Georgia. Okay, guys, so the third song on the album is called Fools. Did I just call you a fool for going to a dark alley with a stranger? Yes. Is this song gonna probably talk about that? Maybe. Not gonna get my hopes up.
I am tired of this place. I hope people change. Though I try to resist, I still want it all.
Okay, so we're coming in softer here, just a little piano, a little Troy voice. He says in verse 1, "I am tired of this place. I hope people change. I need time to replace what I gave away. And my hopes, they are high. I must keep them small. Though I try to resist, I still want it all." So he's saying that he's growing up maybe like in this small town. He's not able to keep his hopes high because nobody really makes it. Let's see what they say on here. TROYE SIVAN contemplates his sentiments in having fallen for someone and eventually letting them go, which makes him feel foolish all around. It's full circle. Damned if you do, damned if he doesn't. This song also reflective in parts as Troy reflects on how only a fool could fall for him at the moment. He wrote this because of his hectic life and career. So I guess he was getting a little bit of fame at this point. He was getting some press, and he's like, how could you fall in love with me? I'm barely into this relationship. Let's see where he goes with the pre-chorus though.
I see swimming pools and living rooms and aeroplanes. I see quiet nights poured over ice and take a rain. My fools fall for you. My fools fall for you. My fools.
I feel so hurt. This production is so good, and I'm so mad that I never just clicked on this little boy's cool picture. I'm like, I should have given him a chance. This production is so intricate. Okay, so in the pre-chorus, he says, "I see swimming pools and living rooms and aeroplanes. I see little house on the hill and children's names. I see quiet nights poured over ice in Tanqueray, but everything is shattering and it's my mistake." So I can feel here he's talking about how his career is ruining the possibility of a relationship. He's saying we could have the cute little picket fence house with all the names, and his career is like,
bitch, you thought.
no, you gotta travel and do tours all around the world. And he's like, okay. But the dude's still like, maybe I love you. And he's like, why? You're a fool, stupid. The chorus says, "Only fools fall for you, only fools. Only fools do what I do, only fools fall." Kind of what I said.
Differences and impulses, your obsession with don't give a fuck, I'm not giving up. I still want it all.
So we hear Troy's first curse word. He says in verse 2, "Oh, our lives don't collide, I'm aware of this." Duh, bitch. We've got differences in impulses and your obsession with the little things you like stick and I like aerosol. Bitch, what the fuck does that mean? Tell me right now. They were talking about deodorant. I took that to a whole different place. Okay, then he says, "I don't give a fuck. I'm not giving up. I still want it all." And beautiful. They're gonna fight for it. They're really gonna fight for it, guys.
Only fools do what I do. Only fools. I see swimming pools and living rooms and aeroplanes.
I just realized I let like a minute play, didn't say anything. The song was taking me in. He is now pretty much just repeating the chorus and the pre-chorus again, so not many more lyrics to take in. We're just taking in the feeling of the song now, because this is so good. This is such a good indie pop type feeling. Like, this is giving me my Lorde vibes, my Lana vibes. Like I said, I just... What is happening? Y'all, I can't breathe. What was that? I said we was gonna feel the music, and bitch, we felt the music, and Troy made sure we felt that music. How we got so hype in the outro. I love songs that do that. That is amazing. That was good too, y'all. It is making it so difficult to pick favorites. Oh shit. I know I keep comparing him to Lorde, and he's not exactly like a Lorde vibe, but I just had the same kind of reaction to Lorde too, where I was like,
what is this weird bitch doing?
I love it. And I have the same feeling for him. It keeps bringing me back memories. So that was number 3, Fools, guys. Number 4 on the album is called Eve. This one looks like it's his first featured guest with Broods. I'm not sure who Broods is, but let's see. Shut up!
Stop asking how I'm doing all alone. My home has never felt this far.
Oh my god, okay, hello production coming in and switching it up, but still feeling consistent. How do we do this? So verse 1 says, "I'm down to my skin and bone, and my mommy, she can't put down the phone. And stop asking me how I'm doing all alone. But the truth is the stars are falling, ma, and the wolves are out calling, ma. And my home has never felt this far." So in this song, Troy talks about how his career, making him travel and stay away from home for long periods of time, is affecting his life. He even reminisces the old times when he didn't have his fame, but he had his family. So he just kind of misses being back home and stuff too. This is one of those moments. I get it. Love you, mom and dad. Miss y'all.
But all this driving me crazy. Every time I think I'm better, picking my head up, getting nowhere. Taking it to the basics and making ease. Your touch, my comfort, and my mind. Holding on tight, listening at night.
Okay, guys, so it looks like the person from Broods coming in named Georgia Knott is singing along with him. It says pre-chorus. "But all this driving is driving me crazy, and all this moving is proving to get the best of me. And I've been trying to hide it, but lately, every time I think I'm better, pick up my head, getting nowhere." The chorus says, "Take me back to the basics and the simple life. Tell me all the things that make you feel at ease. Your touch, my comfort, and my lullaby. Holding on tight and sleeping at night. Holding on tight and sleeping at night." So he's saying it's hard for him to sleep because he just misses those comforts and niceness of home. Take me back to the days of simplicity before I was famous, before I had to deal with all of this traveling. The one line I really like, it's, "But all this driving is driving me crazy." He's always on the road. That's what I'm getting from that. And that Georgia Knott girl has a good voice too.
Now I'm down to my skin and bones, and my baby listens to me on the phone. But I never ever thought that I would say I'm afraid of the life that I have made. And now it's proving to get the best of me. Taking it to the basics and the simple life.
Okay, sorry, I just realized I got too into it. Let's go back to verse 2. He says, "Now I'm down to my skin and bones. My baby listens to me on the phone. But I can't help feeling like I'm all alone. The truth is the stars are falling, babe. And I'd never even thought that I would say I'm afraid of the life that I've made. So he's like, we could talk on the phone. It still doesn't feel the same. It doesn't feel like you're here. I can't touch you. The truth is the stars are falling, babe. And I never thought I would say, but I'm afraid of the life I've made." Meaning that maybe this wasn't the right decision because he misses home so much. Was this the right choice to become famous and go out on the road and give all of the simplicities of home up? And privacy, honestly. That's a tough thing to deal with, but I hope he's doing better. This is the first album, hopefully. Oh god, I'm sure the fame just got worse, so Send my love though.
Ease, your touch, my comfort, and my lullaby.
Okay, so we had Georgia Knott coming in for the bridge saying, I've been lying to them, I don't need it anymore. Don't you worry about me, I'll be fine if I can breathe. I've been out here for too long, taking shit for how I'm wrong, always wrong. Same. No, it's honestly just kind of like a, you know, days that you really miss home, but you don't want to seem like it was a wrong choice that you made kind of thing, where you can have days where you miss home, but still make the right decision. And she's saying, it'll be okay if I can breathe. It's okay. It's okay to miss home, but you know what? Just breathe, and it'll be okay. Let's go ahead and listen some more.
Take it back to the basics and the simple life. Hold it all tight, sleeping at night. Hold it all tight, touch my comfort, sleeping at night.
Okay guys, so that was number 4, Ease. We just finished that one up. It was good. I will have to say, I think that I finally found one that's like not my favorite. Not saying that it was bad. This is definitely more of a radio-friendly hit for him that's not as confusing for the audiences when it comes to the production of it, is what I think, because I just love the experimentation on the first 3. And number 4 just sounds a little bit more like at ease, you know, on the radio, and I still loved it. It's just not one that like made me want to like jump off this chair, but that's okay. Like, I'm talking about the first 3 were 10 out of 10, and this one's like a 9 out of 10. You know what I mean? All I'm saying. Okay guys, let's move on now to number 5 of the album. This one is called The Quiet. Shh.
For you, explanation. We're getting deeper in this myth of this silence. Fuck me up.
Ugh, we are coming in. I'm loving the distorted sound of the music coming in the back. I love Troy's voice on it too, because it kind of had that little bit of a distortion too, where it feels a little bit more raw. He says, grow in distance, free of explanation. We're getting deeper into this mess. Take careful contemplation. I'd rather be spitting blood than have this silence me up. So it says basically this song is about getting that silent treatment from somebody that you love. So I can see he's like, I'd rather just literally fight this out than having the silence not let me know where we're at.
Separation, time and space between us. I'd rather be black and blue. It's nice and quiet. Just anything hurts less than.
Sorry, okay, I let that play a little bit longer. I just wanted to really get a good sense of this song. It's a little different. I love the drop that it has in this too, where it's like, dun, 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 ah. The lyrics, he says in verse 2, this separation, time and space between us. For some revelation you didn't care to discuss. I'd rather be black and blue than accept that you withdrew. I love these words. He is doing such an amazing job as a writer. Does he write all these? I guess he does by himself. I'm sure he has help, but I think that has to be what he's known for. These lyrics are too personal and too deep not to be from his heart. The chorus says, I just tell me, say anything. Anything hurts less than the quiet. And he's just like, bitch, please say something. I'm dying here. You don't understand, okay? I am trying to talk to you and you won't answer me. Do you love me or not?
I used to be the one you'd come to when it all go to shit. With the taste of broken
Taste of
trust.
broken trust.
You left me no choice. I can feel myself turn to stone.
Let's talk about these verses, because there's a line here that got me. He says, used to give each other the world every bit, used to be the one you'd come to when it all go to shit. Now I'm left here in the dust with the taste of broken trust. Bitch, I love that line. My God, that was good. The next verse says, and I don't want to walk away, but you left me no choice. Only talking to myself here, now you've muffled your voice. I'd rather have broken bones than feel myself turn to stone. I'm just saying, like, that's deep. Like, turn to stone, being like frozen in time, never to talk to again. I like it.
Say anything. Just anything hurts less than quiet.
I love this one.
I love this one.
I just love the meaning of this one too, because it's all talking about the silent treatment, but it was like he was writing a poem about the silent treatment, where it's so dark. Like, okay, every other bitch out here writing a song about the silent treatment would be like, why you so quiet? Shh. You always would deny it. Shh. Always be fighting. Shh. You give him a silent treatment. You know what I mean? I mean, not that, but like, I don't know what I'm trying to say. This is just so like, you have to sit down and analyze it like Shakespeare. This gunplay. I liked it. Let's talk about the bridge real quick. He says, I don't mind that I know that you're wrong. I don't mind that you think you're right. All I want is a fight to fight, anything but quiet. Love it, but let's talk about how he threw in a gunshot after that. Troy's like, do you not know me? I don't play around. I've been on these streets and these back alleys since the song Bite. Since then, I've learned you have to protect yourself with a gun. So you want to take this bitch, or do you want to just walk away? I love that. He's like, just
Say something.
just kidding. I like that one. I like that one. Okay, guys, so number 6 on the album is called DKLA. I thought it was like downtown LA, but I don't know DKLA means. DKLA stands for Don't Keep Love Around. Okay. Okay. This one also features somebody else named TROYE Sivan. So let's see.
Wrapped my thoughts around your mind.
I love when a song can scare me. When it just, something comes out of nowhere and you just get
Shook.
the production of this, the rain coming in, they love, wrapped my thoughts around your mind, wrapped your body around mine. The production of this is honestly what's taking me away. Compiled with these lyrics like, TROYE. Damn, bitch. You good. The distortion.
Lost its beat and so fine. Star a heart of touches. I do now. Keep love around.
Bitch. This production is killing me. Did I just hear like a saxophone coming in? I don't know, y'all. I don't know. I just know that underneath my kneecaps is sweaty. So he says in verse 1, play it back and press rewind to when you trace your fingers drew my spine. Lost its beat and so I find I starved my heart of touch and time. I don't really know. Doesn't really say what it's about. He said it's a very dark song though. I'll take it. The chorus says, so what do I do now? I don't keep love around. So what do I do now? I don't keep love around. What do I do now? I don't keep love around, love around, love around, love around, love around. He said, F love, give me diamonds. Oh my God, did I just quote Iggy Azalea? This that shit that you just like play in your car when you're sad. Okay, so, like I screamed out in the middle of that song, this is definitely something that you just put on your car, you ride around to alone when you feel in some type of way. Verse 2, he says, when we tried it, we were a fire with no smoke, rags to riches, but I'm addicted to being broken. You take my breath away, you know I'm bound to choke. When I close my eyes, I still see your ghost. So it feels like a love lost kind of thing. I'm not exactly sure what's happening there, but yeah, I mean, this one's really, really cool. I love the production of this one too. This one, I feel like I would put on in only certain type of way feeling moments, or when I do a whole album listen through, I wouldn't skip it or anything, but a little bit more of a slow jam, which I'm down for. Bitch, what you don't keep around? Okay. Nobody was gonna tell me that TROYE was a rapper? Y'all all just gonna let me think that was her in the background on the reverbs being like, okay, well. My. I see what I did there. So TROYE Sivan is a rapper. I did not know this, and this just actually put it back into the pile of yes. She says, they can't stand, I handstand. Don't hold on right anymore. Pleased to meet ya, I kinda moved. But the last one was my antidote. Green eyes become green times, but there is no first or last chance. They're telling me to turn down, cause I'm so lit, recall Flashdance? I don't know what any of that means, but I loved it.
So what do I do now?
Okay, real quick before we get to the outro, she finished up her verse saying, only a one and I stay one, and I'm counting out for that day when residuals become imminent, cause failure is not pivotal, they just be asking the same, try to switch it up, I switch lanes, no love in this world, I'm still sane, right? Because that's enough. When the light on, and you don't keep love. I just have this soft spot for female rappers. I always have. Like, I always, like, just want to give them all of my love. I don't know what it is. I just love that. So, let's go ahead and finish the song out. We can talk about it a little bit more. Okay guys, so that was DKLA. Yes, it definitely made a comeback for me with the female rapper, and the production of it is actually really amazing. I live for those snares. Every single one of those snares is like a new heartbeat that I gain. Now I have like a lot of hearts. That don't make any fucking sense. I think I'm getting hot and delusional. Okay guys, so the last one that we're gonna go over in part 1 of this series is Talk Me Down. And this sounds like a little dark one. He's like, talk me down. I don't know if he's talking about hurting himself, or I don't know if he's talking about talk me down from doing something else crazy. Let's see what he means by talk me down.
That I can't trust myself with my 3 a.m. shadow.
Okay, so we have some like yelling in the background, some noise. I want to sleep next to you, but that's all I want to do right now. And I want to come home to you, but home is just a room full of my safest sounds. Safest sounds? Safe and sound? Bitch? No, that's not what he meant. I don't know. Maybe. He says, cause you know that I can't trust myself with my 3 a.m. shadow. I'd rather fuel a fantasy than deal with this alone. So he's like, I'm just missing somebody, missing the longing of somebody. At 3 a.m. I might text you up text. Can't trust me.
So come over now and talk me down.
Okay, real quick, the chorus says, I want to sleep next to you, but that's all I want to do right now, so come over and talk me down. He's saying, I want to sleep with you, but I don't want to have sex. I just want to cuddle, I want to hug. That's what he means, I think, at least. Let's talk about how he keeps playing us with the intros, and then when the chorus drops, I'm like, every time.
Hold hands with you, but that's all I wanna do right now. Lips still on their way around. I wanna sleep next to you, but that's all.
Okay, so verse 2, he says, I want to hold hands with you, but that's all I want to do right now. And I want to get close to you because your hands and lips still know their way around. And I know to draw the line when it starts to get too real, but the less time that I spend with you, the less you need to heal. The less time that I'm around you, the less time it's going to be harder when I have to leave. Oh, that's kind of sad. My camera fell, sorry. Might be a different angle now. Let's keep going.
If you don't mind, I'll walk the line, but I'm not the one. If we're running, then come home to you, be close to you.
So we see a lot of these feelings of yearning, young love, what it's like to not be able to do what you want to do when it comes to who you want to be with and how you want to live your life. And then when you do get older, guess what, bitch? Life gets in the way. Fame screws it up. For you, at least, Troy. Things can always happen. We can't dwell on those things. I think that's what I'm learning from this album, too. Before we get to the outro, I just want to also say that I appreciate this production so far, this album, once again.
Next to you, but home is just a room full of my safest sound.
Rattlesnake. Okay guys, so that was number 7, Talk Me Down. I loved that. I loved all the little different nuances they had in the production. The lyrics were good too. Troy, this album is definitely wrapping up. I will have to say, my favorite on the album so far is 1, 2, and 3, Wild Bite and Fools. Those are the ones that got me. Maybe it's just because of the first ones that I heard that really stuck out, but they all are so cohesive. They sound like they're meant to be together, but still very different, which is really, really cool to have with an artist. I like this. All right, guys, that's gonna go ahead and wrap up this part 1 video. I will be putting out the second part tomorrow, and then I will have the music videos that will accompany it the next day. So I'm so excited. It looks like here Wild, Fools, and Take Me Down may be like a trilogy of videos. I'm excited for that, okay? And I'm excited to hear the rest of the album too. It looks like we have about 8 more songs left. One of them I've heard before, Youth. I've heard them on the radio, so I won't spend too much time on it. We will go to the lyrics though, but yeah, thank you guys so much. If you like this video, please make sure you click the thumbs up down below. Also, comment down what was your favorite song on the first part of this album. I need to know your favorites. Lastly, subscribe to the channel, click the notification bell, and you can stay up to date with all of my videos. Lastly, if you are a fan of BTS, you can always join my Patreon. I post videos on YouTube, but I also post run episodes, unedited episodes, exclusive videos, fan requests, everything on Patreon. So, a majority of it will still be on YouTube, but there's a bunch of bonus content on Patreon. So, if you're interested in that, go ahead and join, and thank you to all my Patreon supporters. Love y'all. You guys stay tuned. The rest of this album will be coming soon, as well as a music video. So I hope that you guys enjoyed this. Let me know if you like these themed weeks or not, and we'll keep doing it if you do. That being said, until next time. Bye, guys.